Hi guys, so this is going to be an all drugstore makeup tutorial. This is a really nice neutral brown with a brown lip. I really hope you like this video. If you want to see how I get this look, then keep on watching. So first off, I'm priming my face using the NYX Shine Killer, and I'm just going to apply this to my T-zone area and just the areas of my face that usually get very oily. And I'm taking a little throwback to when I first started making YouTube videos. I'm using the Revlon Colorstay foundation in the shade Cappuccino and Caramel. Cappuccino is quite red on me, so I have to mix it with a little bit of caramel. And I'm using a beauty blender to apply this. I find it easier to use a brush for this particular foundation, but I'm going to carry on with using the beauty blender because that's what I'm showing you in this video. And then I'm just using some powder to set my brows because obviously those areas also get quite shiny, and this just kind of mats out my lids as well. Taking my Eyelid Primer by e.l.f. I'm just going to apply this to my lids just so that the eyeshadows can last all day. And I'm applying my first shadow, which is from the Morphe Brushes 350 palette. This orange matte shade is my transition shade. And then taking this gel liner, I think it's a brow gel from Colourpop, and I'm using this as my base just to kind of stop my lids from creasing. And then I'm just going to apply this brown shadow from the palette, and I'm going to apply that to my crease and just blend that in and kind of intensify and just sort of deepen my crease. Just applying a bit more just so that I can have a bit more depth to my lids. And then this step I kind of shouldn't have done, but I took this shade from the palette and then I sprayed it with some Fix Plus and applied it to the middle of my lids. But then I'm going to go over it again with some more brown shadow. I wanted to give like a brown chocolatey effect to my lids, and it just did not come out that way, so I do go over it with some more mixtures. I think 2 more shades of the brown shadows from the palette as well. And then taking this gold shade from the palette, I'm going to use this as my brow bone highlight. And I find that when you highlight your brows, it definitely helps to kind of give a more sunken look to your crease. As you can see, it looks like my crease starts a lot higher than it really is. So a highlighted brow kind of helps to kind of give that illusion that your your crease is more sunken in than it usually is. I'm just going to blend that out with a brush and just kind of going back again with the brown shade that I used before. I'm also taking some of that brown shadow in my bottom lash line. Going back to the palette, I'm taking that gold shade again. I'm going to apply this to the inner corners of my eyes just to open my eyes up a little bit, and then I'm just going to apply my mascara. This is the L'Oreal Miss Hippie mascara. And then I'm going to apply my lashes. I don't remember what these are. I think they might be the Cocoa lashes I don't remember what they're called, but I will put everything in the description box. And I'm only using the 1 pair for this look. I don't even line my top lash line, but I will be adding a little bit of shadow to my top lash line, and I'm doing that right now just so that I can hide the band from the lashes. And then I'm going to move on to my face, my under eye. I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade Cafe. This is my favorite concealer in terms of drugstore, one of my favorites actually. I just find it works really well, and I'm so happy that I've rediscovered it and I'm using it again. And I'm just blending it in with a beauty blender, and I'm also going to apply this to the middle, the bridge of my nose, and also a bit of my forehead and my cupid's bow. And then to set it, I've just discovered this setting powder by W7. It's called Banana Dreams Loose Powder, and this is actually a pretty good powder. It's a little bit lighter than the Sacha Buttercup, almost kind of like the same as a banana powder by Ben Nye, but it works extremely well. So I'm just going to set those areas that I applied my under eye concealer. I'm now going to contour using the black Opal foundation, and this is in the shade Suede Mocha, and I'm going to apply this to my cheeks. I'm also going to apply this to my temples, my forehead, and around my jawline, just to kind of bring back that warmth and that chocolatiness, brownness to my face. Obviously after highlighting it kind of loses that shade, and I just want to make it a bit more brown. So I'm going to use that shade as my contour. I wanted to stick to using the palette, so I used a matte shadow just to set that cream foundation. I'm going to apply this powder to my entire face. This is the black Opal setting powder in the shade Deep. I think it's a Deluxe finishing powder actually. And I'm just going to apply this to the areas that I haven't highlighted, just so that I can blend everything together. I'm going to contour my nose. I'm using the Covergirl bronzer in Ebony Bronze. It's a lot lighter, so I prefer to use that on my nose. And then for my blush, I'm using the Sleek blush in the shade Sunrise. It's a really nice rose gold shade, and it's very nice and subtle, but also adds a nice glow to your cheeks. And then I'm going to take a little bit of that orange shade and apply this as my blush, just to kind of add a bit more definition, a bit more colour to my cheeks. Using that gold shadow again, I'm going to be highlighting the tip of my nose and my Cupid's bow, and I also added a little bit to the top of my cheeks as well. For my lips, I'm going to be lining my lips first with the NYX Urban Cafe Lip Pencil, and then using the Milani Lip Cream Liquid Lipstick in the shade Covet. This is a really gorgeous, nice chocolate brown shade. Then applying some mascara to my bottom lashes actually, and then going back again with that gold shade, I'm just going to add some more highlight to the top of my cheekbones. So that's it for this video. I really hope you like this look. I definitely want to do some more drugstore related videos, because a lot of you are always asking about drugstore products, especially ones you can actually get in the UK. So I am listening, and I will be getting that out for you soon. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!